Welcome to Hybrid Work Today. So today I was having a discussion with a customer and they had asked me about call queues in Webex calling. And great, let's have a conversation. This is an easy topic. Then they asked me about call queues on the Webex app on a mobile device. And I was like, oh, I need to refresh my memory here because it's not something I use every day. So they have agents, or in this case, it's actually nurses that are on call and they want to go about their day. Go out to the store, go shopping. They're going to buy some groceries. They're going to go to a ball game, a movie, whatever. And they don't want to have to just be tied to a phone at their house or their laptop with the Webex client soft phone on there. They don't want to deal with that. They want to be able to go out and receive these emergency calls if they need to. So the question is then, well, how do they manage whether or not they're signed into a call queue or call queues, and how do they adjust then when they're placing a call that their outbound caller ID is the call queue's caller ID, so that way every inbound calls comes back to the same call queue, right? How do you mask those things? That's easily done, both on the desktop Webex app, on our phones, or on a mobile device. And I got my nice little Cisco 4K desk camera set up here on a tripod to show you exactly how it works on an iPhone. Okay, let's go. Okay, so here's my iPhone. I'm logged into the Webex app with a test account here, so I can demonstrate some of the things that I don't normally do. I'm not normally in a call queue for work, but you can see here call queues is an option. So I am currently signed in. You can adjust that here. So signed in, signed out. You could be ready to receive calls from queues, unavailable, and wrapping up. Okay, so if you're available, then it'll start actually ringing your phone and receiving calls. Okay, what queues do you want to be available in though? So that's actually configurable here. So at an admin level, you can assign queues to your agents, to your users, and you can make those queues. There's a checkbox essentially to allow them to sign themselves in and out of a queue, or in the case of this top one, I can't sign myself out. So I'm also the admin. I created that one and said, this user cannot sign out of it. You always have to be part of that. Well, I mean, you could sign out up here, but when you're signed in and ready to receive calls, you are always going to be a part of that particular queue. Okay, but these other ones, you can choose whether or not you're going to actually answer calls from them while you're signed in. Cool. So that answers that question. Nope, I don't want to get rid of the whole thing like that. What about now when you're actually in the calling tab here in the Webex app? Again, there's no recent calls. This is a demo account. If I tap down here, it has the queues that I'm part of, and I can select my caller ID for these outbound calls. So I can say I want all of my outbound calls to use that HQ caller ID number instead of my personal Webex calling number. Pretty neat. So that's it. That answered the question for the customer today. And I just thought after we hung up from that call, this is probably something that not many people deal with on a regular basis. So now you know how to handle it. Hope that was helpful, and I will catch you next time.